Hi. So today I want to talk about processing failures. Um, I'm making these videos and posting these videos on YouTube because I really want to be a voice in the process of getting your mind right or a healing journey. I know it's overused, and it's like when I'm making these videos, I often restart them because it's like I'm trying not to sound so cliched. And although healing journeys are real things that you can really improve yourself by tackling, it's so oversaturated. The internet is so oversaturated with people saying healing journey and wellness programs and all that. So, um, but I also like to think of it as like a wellness rite of passage or emotional spiritual rite of passage, because that's also what it is. And it for me has definitely helped me to get to my next self, I guess, or the next step in being myself, being whole, being complete, being honest, um, embracing getting older, embracing changing society, a changing world. So yeah, I don't want to have to restart this video. So if I say things that resonate with you as being cliche, just know that I mean it in the most sincere way possible. And I'm trying not to. I'm not. I'm trying. No, I'm not. I'm trying. I'm not trying to sell you something. I'm trying to explain a process to you in a way that helps you to get there. So, all right. So, processing failures. So, you apply for a credit card and you don't get the credit card or whatever. Try to get a job. You don't get a job. You ask somebody out. They say no. Um, well, the first and the most important thing that, as I did started doing this dive, that I've learned not to do when I get some discouraging news about something that I sought after, um, is to not continue on the path of making yourself feel bad. I think that's like the most important step, is to don't continue on the path of making yourself feel bad. So I actually learned to catch myself if I wanted something and didn't get it or got rejected. um, I actually caught myself thinking to go onto Instagram and check in with some people who I'm having spiritual conflict with, which I know would have made me cause me to feel bad. So I caught myself. It's like, no, don't do that. Why would you? Why would you now take action towards continuing to make yourself feel bad? And um, how I was able to catch that. Now I think that's like, so as you learn more and more about yourself and learn more and more about the uh, causes for why you feel bad about yourself. I didn't want to say trauma. See, again, I'm trying not to be so cliche, but it's hard. I didn't want to say trauma. I didn't want to say no emotional neglect. I didn't want to say childhood. But really, it is impossible to talk about this without using the words that easily identify it. So, yeah, once you start like really understanding um, your childhood trauma and your childhood neglect, you can really you start picking up on the conditioning that puts you in a place of needing to go on a healing journey. So um, I don't know if this helps or not, but it's just like a warning or a check-in. So if you get some discouraging news, or realize that the government is falling apart, um, and all the everything's going on with the economy, and as we are all going through this process, um, there are going to be some things that um, are going to feel like failures, or that are technically going to, in the 3D world, are going to be failures. But at least check in when you get the initial hit. Just know to check in with yourself and don't continue on the path of making yourself feel bad. And also keep in mind that failures aren't necessarily failures. They are, or not, they're not failures at all. They're redirection. It's a redirection, or it's a call to look deeper. Like, well, you didn't get into the school you wanted to get into. um, to really look into why that might be, as opposed to just immediately taking it personal and just thinking that it has something to do with you, when in all likelihood it doesn't. It's not personal. A lot of this healing stuff, and a lot of it is like realizing, first of all, you have to be honest with yourself, and also realizing that a lot of this stuff you should not take personal. It's not meant for you to to take it personally. It really has a lot more to do with the individual person, or the system that's been set up, that is set up against most of us. So, all right, I hope this helps. Good luck. Bye.